Hello guys, this is only Abi doang, and today I'm gonna be doing an overview for the newest expansion pack for The Sims 4, Cats and Dogs. This is the 4th expansion pack for The Sims 4, and I am really glad that EA gave me an early access code so that I can make this video early. So yeah, let's get right to it. First, we're gonna be looking at the create a pet feature. Of course, the first thing I'm gonna take a look here are the breeds. There are a lot of breeds, and you can choose for the big dogs, small dogs, and cats. There are more or less 120 dog breeds, both small dogs and big dogs, and 50 cat breeds. You can also search for specific breeds to make it easier, and also filter breeds with specific types. And while choosing a breed, you might notice that there are some traits that are suggested for a specific breed. Now, of course, those are just suggestions, so you can change it freely. Another nifty thing is that there's the mixed breed option now, where you can mix 2 breeds that you selected. You can also randomize the result to find the one you like. Also, don't be disappointed if your favorite breed isn't here, because you can make your own with the broad customization option that Create a Pet has to offer. There's also the usual drag and edit mode from Create a Sim that is also adapted to Create a Pet. You can edit them the way you want, like a clay. To make it easier for you while making them, you can make them do some poses like standing on 4 legs, 2 legs, sitting, and laying down. There's an array of customization, from body, fur, tails, etc. For voices, dogs have 5 different types of voices that can be used on any breed of dogs. So yeah, you can make a chihuahua like this. And cats have 3 types of voices. For the traits, unlike in The Sims 3, each pet has a lot of unique traits that are specific to their species, which is really great. And now the best thing in Create a Pet mode, in my opinion, is the paint mode. Yeah, this is where your creativity could flourish. Here, your pet is like an easel. You can add spots, stripes, some unnatural patterns, and there's even the return of the color wheel, though it is currently only available on Create a Pet, but yeah, it's better than nothing. The possibilities here are endless, but because I'm not really that creative, I'm just gonna mess with my pets like this. And the new feature that I also really love here is that pets have outfits now. You can give them costumes, accessories, outfits for walking, which all looks really cool, and I can't wait for custom content creators to do something with this. Finally, you can create kittens and puppies straight from the Create a Pet for the first time, and they are adorable as always. Now, after going on to Create a Pet, let's take a look on the new world, Brindleton Bay. There are 4 districts here. The first district is Stable Square, which is the center of the town. In this district, there is a vet, a park, and a wonderful monument where cats can play on. Then there's the Cavalier Cove. This is like the beach area, and a lot of spots for pets to explore are available here, such as a digging spot for dogs to dig and find something. The next district, Whiskerman's Wharf, is my favorite. It's like a dog type of district which is filled with food stands, ships, seagulls, and it's just a pretty place to hang out with your pets overall. The final district, Dead Grass Isle, is a lone island that is ruled by stray animals and consists of a museum and a lighthouse, in which the lighthouse is a new woohoo spot. And at night, ghost animals begin to roam the island. Now we move on to the gameplay. First of all, the biggest difference between Sims 4 pets and Sims 3 is that pets are completely unplayable. They will do things on their own, so you have to keep in touch with them all the time. The thing that makes it even more challenging is that you cannot check on their needs. The only thing that indicates their current situation is the color of their current emotion that you can see on the bottom. For example, if the color is light red, it means that they are uncomfortable and they need to have one or more of their needs filled. There's also some signs that can help you figure out what they want. If they're hungry, they will go nuts near the empty pet food bowl or will have a thought bubble about food. Notifications will also remind you if your pet is currently low on their needs. Also, if you think that there's something wrong with your pet but you have no idea what's wrong, you can do the what's wrong interaction, and after taking a look on your pet, a notification will pop up telling you what's wrong. Though pets' unplayability has its own pros and cons, I'd say that this decision could be a good thing because we really need more challenge in The Sims 4, and this applies to the real world because pets are unpredictable and you can't really control their lives completely. Some interactions can help you make them to do the things you want, such as commanding them to do certain actions, calling them over to your sim, etc. Before adding pets to your household, keep in mind that they take up a slot for the household instead of having their own slot. So if you already have, for example, 5 Sims and 3 pets, you cannot add more people or pets in there because, as all of you know, the limit of each household is 8 members. So yeah, they work differently than in the previous games. Overall, these pets are the same like in the previous games, but with a lot of enhancements. They need to eat, sleep, play, bathe, destroy, socialize, pee, and poop. Yes, there are poops in this game now, and this is the only game where I got excited over a literal poop being added. Oh yeah, and you can also use it as a fertilizer. Social interactions with pets are better than ever in Sims 4. You can command, ask, and encourage them to do something that you want them to do. You can also discourage them not to do several things. For example, if your pet likes to drink on a water puddle, you can lecture them not to do that again. They might still do it in the future, but the more you lecture them, the less they will do it again, and in the end, they will stop completely. Relationships between pets are a bit unpredictable depending on their behavior, compatibility, etc. There's also a lot of spatial interactions that can only be done to pets with specific traits. You can request vocal pets to sing a song, send hunter pets to hunt something which will make them roam around the neighborhood and return with something. Clever pets will understand spoken Simlish, etc. There's a chance that your pets will run away and go missing. A notification will pop up informing about it. Don't worry, they will not be missing forever. But you can make them return faster by posting a pet missing alert from the phone or computer, and they will be sure to come back home faster. Another thing I want to talk about is the new pet quirks mechanic. Sometimes you'll get a notification saying that your pet is obsessed with or fears a particular object. The object that they will consider are pretty random. For dogs, you can take them for a walk around the neighborhood or even jog together if you want to improve your fitness skill. Like in the past games, dogs can swim in the swimming pool and you can even play fetch in the pool to lure them in. Cats can now stand and walk on almost every surface, from counters, fridge, beds, to even this bridge fence. Multiple cats can even occupy a surface, which is annoying much like in real life. They can even stand on a robot vacuum cleaner. There's also a new type of plants here, Catnip Herbs. You can buy the seed pack from the computer and there are several types of catnip. Catnips can be given to cats to influence their behavior. The regular catnip will make them insanely hyper, napnip will calm them down and lull them to sleep, matnip will make them angry, and nuzzlenip will make them cheerful. There's a new skill now called pet training. This skill can be increased by teaching your pets, particularly dogs, some tricks. There are a lot of tricks that can be taught and each took a while to be learned by dogs. Once taught, you can command them to do a certain trick in which they will do immediately. You can also improve the skill by buying some obstacle courses for your pet. With the obstacle course objects, you can now train both cats and dogs here. Note that pet training skill will only reach until level 5. Throughout increasing the skill, you can teach tricks faster, teach new tricks, command them to explore a specific spot, show off tricks to other people, and even command your dog to attack other people. Another new thing is that your pets can get sick occasionally. If that happens, you need to bring them to the vet. Once there, you can sign in for sickness treatment. There will be a guide telling you the steps on the examination. The vet will then examine the pet, and after a while, you'll have to decide for either a cheap but uncomfortable treatment, expensive but comfortable treatment, and deny treatment. And yeah, the fate of your pet depends on this. Besides curing sickness, you can also sign up for general checkup, neuter or spay, and unneuter or unspay. Yep, you can reverse them. I have no idea how unneutering and unspaying work, but like they said, it's the magic of technology. Now this is a good time to start talking about the veterinarian business. You can start by clicking on the business icon and choose start a vet business. First of all, you should know that being a vet means that you have to own the vet clinic and run its business, so it functions the same as retail and restaurant system like in the past. So yeah, we're talking about star ratings, reviews, hiring and firing staffs, perks points, etc. You can also assign markups, advertising, and a vet outfit that you can set freely. But instead of just owning it, you can actually practice as the vet itself. To increase your veterinary performance, there's the new Veterinarian Skill. This skill can be increased up to level 10, and as it increases, you can diagnose an illness better, craft new items, treats, and potions in the vet medicine crafting station to ease the examination and surgery procedures or just for experimenting. To do an exam, first greet the patient. They will then tell you what's wrong with their pet and you can either accept or deny the exam. While examining, a box will appear to tell you how many symptoms you need to gain from the examination and the pet's stress meter. You can calm the pet down first manually or with the help of a serum. Then you can perform various exams to find the symptoms, and after doing a bunch of them, you might end up with a diagnosis and perform the right treatment. You can also direct patient on surgery procedure instead. It works the same as examination but more efficient and costs you some money. First, you need to find the symptoms through scanning, and after all of them is found, you can finally perform the right procedure. To increase your clinic rating, just make sure that you be kind to the patients, that your patients don't wait for too long, and that you perform the correct treatments. Also, take a look on the perks points catalog to spend your points on helpful perks. You can also improve the veterinarian skill without owning a vet clinic and just craft serums and treat for your pets. There are various treats you can craft and each have different effect, from making them ill, making their poop rainbow, aging them down, to even resurrecting ghosts' pets. Besides these, there are a lot of new buy mode items as well as build mode. There are new pet objects for pet related business, veterinarian related objects, furnitures, tons of new decoration items, a cleaning robot that I really adore, and a bunch of build mode items, which includes the new pet door that only cats and dogs could pass through, and also toddlers. There are also tons and tons of new creative sim items that are also included in here. And that is it guys for my overview on the features in The Sims 4 cats and dogs. There are still a lot of features that I didn't mention here, so go check it out and explore the game yourself. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you like this kind of contents, be sure to subscribe to my channel. You could also give some suggestions for new videos on the comments. See you later!